right, y'all, there's nutria everywhere. There's one. There should be one on that island. There's two chasing each other. Now y'all see why we gotta go in and shoot some of them. They're just everywhere right now. Well, he's gonna get out on the island. We're gonna wait for some daylight. There's some ducks. We're gonna wait for some daylight and try to put it on these nutria a little bit. There's another one. And that's just in this one little pond. So you can imagine all the series of ponds and marsh chock-a-block with nutria. And they're all eating vegetation on a daily basis and digging tunnels on a daily basis. That's why we gotta put some population control on them. They're invasive, they're not supposed to be here. And they're very destructive, very destructive.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Outside the Levees. I'm down here in South Louisiana, and my name is Jared Serigne. I'm happy to be here with you today. I'm unhappy that we have this invasive species called a nutria rat that is terrorizing our marshes. These guys were brought here many, many moons ago in hopes that they would become a fur-bearing animal that folks could make some money on. Well, they just exploded in population, took over a lot of the native habitat from the muskrat, and now they're terrorizing our marshes. We were actually on a duck hunt this morning, and all I saw everywhere was nutria swimming through the water. So I knew that we had to get right into action and start shooting them out of this marsh, getting as many of them as we can. We're on private land, so in the state of Louisiana, we are able to shoot them from a moving boat. I could chase them wide open with the boat, but right now we're just gonna go idle, slow down this canal and see how many we can actually shoot. Thank you for being here. Let's get right into it. Look at you, the rat killer. There should be one more right around the bend.
Where am I at? Land or water?
Got it? Nice, dude, that's a huge one. Golly, hold it up. Hold him up. Oh, bruh.
Right, like half the size of me.
Wow, that's a big giant.
There he is, right here, right here, right here, right here, on the bank, on the bank. Got it? I'm gonna
one on the bank, on the bank. Got him? Pretty big roots. I'm coming. There he is. Get him, get him, get him.
Speed up.
Got it. Good job.
You gonna make yourself a jacket? Ah, there he is.
That's the kind you want to eat right there. Little tender guy. That's a good little eating size nutria rat. That's an eater. They're all eaters. All right, y'all, got my first one on today. Alright, so what's going on is we're cruising these ridges. So all of your marshes and swamps, they have ponds and canals and bayous. And as your main canals and bayous run along, there's ridges on either side. And these nutria rats are staging up on these ridges, you know, able to get out of the water, able to feed, able to do what they need to do. So we're just cruising along ridges right now and spotting them as we get close. Right there. Headache. Got his buddy. Oh, don't fall. All right. Got one. All right. There he is. He's dead. It's a good one. Here comes the swamp monster. That's him, y'all. That's nutria rat. Enemy number one. Very invasive, very destructive, and a little bit tasty. All right, y'all. Well, we got on that one ridge over there on Chris's property, and they were just loaded up everywhere we went. Every 1 or 2 minutes we'd see one, and Chris was able to really lay the hammer on them. Once we got to my property and we started riding, we only saw a few here and there. That tells me that somebody's been hunting them, which is good. We need them gone, right? But I wanted to come show y'all this, right? So this big earthen I don't know what you would call it, earthen structure with the concrete is a levee. And if you've been watching me for a long time and you're wondering why this guy calls his show Outside the Levees, this is the levee. And if I was to climb over that wall, I'd be inside the levee. But here I am. This is outside the levee. And that's where those nutria were, eating up those marshlands that exist outside of that levee. Once you get on the inside of this levee, it's all neighborhoods and it's a town and streets. But outside the levee is where we go to have fun, to get our food, to hunt, to fish. And that's what's out there. Now, the significance of this is during Hurricane Katrina, all this was not able to protect us in the way that we needed it to. So they spent a pile of money after Katrina to protect the New Orleans area and put these big concrete walls in on top of these levees to hopefully prevent another Katrina. Now, what that means is that all of those marshlands that we were just riding around in, they are kind of like another layer of defense, whereas this is our last line of defense. As that storm surge comes in and butts up to this stuff, that's it. Once it gets through that, that's it. We're done. We're flooded. So those marshlands that we were shooting nutria in out this way, those are the marshlands that we needed to protect, that we need to rebuild, that we're actively doing that in a lot of ways. But taking out our nutria population is a small thing that we can do to limit some of the damage that they do. It's not their fault. They weren't, they didn't choose to come here. They were brought here. But the reality is that they're very destructive. And we need those marshlands to help protect these levees that protect our homes, our businesses, and our livelihood. So with that being said, I know that ugly little rat looks like something you wouldn't want to eat, but I'm going to get in the kitchen and show y'all it's really not that bad. All right, y'all, we got our nutria meat all cleaned up. I took some of the hindquarters, and then this is chunks off of the hindquarters, and that's what we're going to be cooking today, and we're going to do a little nutria spaghetti. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you how we season it and then how we cook it. All right, first thing we want to do is go ahead and season up this nutria meat. I've got some garlic powder. Get some garlic powder on it. Okay. Go ahead in with some salt. Salt it down pretty good. Okay. Hit it with some pepper. And some Italian seasoning. And do the same thing to the other side. All right, garlic powder. Salt. Pepper. Italian seasoning. All right. All right, we heated up a little bit of oil and we're going to start dropping our meat in. All right, once you get it browned up, go ahead and get it out. Get it off to the side. Now I'm going to drop in 16 ounces of Italian sweet sausage, and we want to brown that off too. All right, once that sausage is brown, go ahead and get it out. Off to the side with the nutria. I'm going to drop in some chopped onions, celery, and bell pepper. Drop that in there.
cooking that up. I get a little water in there so I can get that stuff up off the bottom. All that goodiness, all that flavor. Look at that. Not too bad. Ooh. That's gonna be good. Let that cook down for a few minutes till your onions get pretty clear, pretty cooked. All right, once those are done, I'm gonna drop in 4 cloves of chopped garlic. Get that garlic in there. Cook that down for a couple minutes. All right, once that garlic cooks a couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and add all my meat back in. Stir it around. Get onions and meat and garlic all getting to know each other. And add our marinara. I'm doing about a jar and a half, somewhere in that neighborhood. Put together, everybody getting to know each other.
You just said that.
I did. I said it about something else though, so now I'm saying it about this. All right, bring that up to heat, let it start kind of cooking, and then we're just gonna turn it down low and let it cook for a couple hours. All right, there it is, cooked down for about 2 hours. Good and tender, you could see it shredded up in there. And that's gonna go good on top of some spaghetti. But that's how we do it. Slow and low. Browned it first. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, y'all, there it is. Cooked down in the red gravy. Ready to eat. Some good old nutria spaghetti. Okay, folks, cleaning up our town, protecting them levees, protecting the marsh, doing what we need to do, and eating well while we do it. Let's give it a try. Tastes pretty good to me. Don't be scared. Get out there, try something new. Thank y'all so much for being a part of it. And we'll see you on the next one.